Welcome back to the old barn on Ann Street. This is the Friday edition of Barn Raising Week. I hope you've been enjoying this week and seeing all the different things we've been doing. And we started this week with some structural challenges in the back corner of the barn. But now as we get to the end of the week, it's more physical challenges in the amount of work that we're having to do. And that's what today is all about. So let's see this work for today. So our job today is a really big one, actually. It's really going to change the whole look of this back part of the barn. We started calling this back area the classroom because this is where Janet's going to teach her pottery classes. So we've leveled the corner of the barn, and now what we're doing is leveling the ground so that we can, we'll fill with some gravel to make a level surface, and then the cement guys will come in and put about a 3-inch slab in this back room. Parts of it are high, parts of it are low, parts of it are really low. And so today we're getting ready to start. Let me show you a little bit about what it looks like. So this corner over here you can see is quite low. It's about quite a bit low, about a foot low. But there are other spots underneath these the stones and other parts that are high. So our job is to take the high parts out, fill in the low parts. This other corner, this is the corner where the barn was sagging. So this part is low as well. But once we level it all out, we're taking the high parts, filling the low parts. Easier said than done because Nova Scotia is notorious for very rocky soil. And so we're going to be leveling this out, while we're, just cursing all of these rocks. But here we go. So here we are at the end of a long day. The floor is generally level. Tomorrow we're going to lay the gravel on top of it, which will definitely level it, and we'll be ready for the cement to be poured. Man, this was a lot of work. The high spots full of rocks were tough to dig out. In fact, let me just show you how many rocks we dug out today as I take you outside and show you. There's the gravel we're going to put in tomorrow. These are all the stones that came out of the ground today. So it was a lot of work. But tomorrow we finish the leveling. So here we are today. We're still working on the floor, and yesterday we leveled it out. Tamped it down, but when we're looking at the laser line, you can see the laser line over there of where that the top of the slab will be. It looks to me like that's a little bit high. So we're going to try to take another inch or two, a couple inches, the floor down a couple more inches just to be ready for that. So today, more rocks. That's just from today. The pile was like 3 or 4 times that, 5 times that size yesterday. But we're gonna work at it more today until we get it down to where we need it to be. Well, I think we're ready. This is looking great. We're ready for the concrete pour. It's going to be about a 3-inch slab on top of this. We've leveled the ground. We've put out about 3 inches of gravel. It's going to look great. The barn is leveled in the corner. We've got some temporary lighting up here. We're ready to go. This was a lot of back-breaking work. The amount of rocks, stones really, about the size of soccer balls or bigger that came out of here is hard to believe. But so a lot of work, a lot of back-breaking work. But we're ready for the concrete slab, which is going to really change the look of this room. This already changes the look of this room. When we first got in here, it was crooked, it was dirty, the floor was broken up and up, high levels, low levels, and this is amazing. So we're looking forward to the next step. The concrete guys are coming in the next couple days, and then we will be ready to go. Looking good. It's amazing how the amount of satisfaction you get from a job is equal to the amount of hard work you had to put into it. The harder the work, the better it feels when you're done. And it was a lot of work digging up the floor today, but it's a great feeling now that it's done. I can't wait for the concrete to be poured. So here's a clip of what's going to happen tomorrow on the next edition of Barn Raising Week. Thank you for joining us today on this Friday edition of Barn Raising Week from the old barn on Ann Street. And why not click on the portrait of the barn and become a subscriber? Then you'll never miss an episode. You'll see tomorrow's episode and also every Sunday thereafter. We would love to see you every time. See you tomorrow. These are all the stones that came out of the ground today. So it was a lot of work.